Welcome back to another episode. We got Keith. Rudy. We just passed Wrestlemania weekend. It is past.
A lot of wrestling.
A lot of it.
A lot.
Was a lot.
Wrestling overload. Not only was it Wrestlemania and TakeOver, we also had Ring of Honor. There was other events, wrestling. Like New Orleans literally just
all
had
New
wrestling.
Orleans became a wrestling city.
Yeah.
That whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's what usually happens.
Everyone on that street was drunk and a wrestling fan.
There was people from New Japan who were there.
Yeah,
Minoru Suzuki and Tanahashi were actually at
Mania.
And if they looked a little further up instead of Nicholas, they could have found Suzuki or Takahashi. That would have been hilarious. Tanahashi was picked to be his partner. Crowd would go wild.
You know who Braun Strowman should have picked for his partner? Stone Cold Small Austin, that guy who starts all the fights in the crowd. Better pick the Nicholas.
Alright.
Okay, we'll just start going. NXT will give you some of our grades and our thoughts on these matches.
That's very true. Overall, NXT, A. As always.
Today.
You can't... I don't think there's ever been a bad takeover.
I don't think my match grade's equal at an A, like average, but
No.
overall
There's
it was
definitely
still an
matches
A
that were
for
around,
a
but
show.
overall show, A. Totally. So we can jump right into the ladder match since that was the first thing that
Yes, it was.
popped up.
Fantastic.
I felt it was an A. Great match. There was carnage, there was wreckage, there was high spots, there was bumps, there was everything you could possibly want. Everyone looked good in this match. Every single competitor.
So I'm giving it B plus, A minus. I thought there was too many things they tried to do and they just can't. There was a few
I feel like there was a couple
humps.
botches that were slip-ups, and the ladders were definitely placed badly at times. I agree. But I still think it was...
times.
I still think it was an A, only because of the like A minus, only for the sheer fact that it was like, it was really good, and everyone gave it like full effort, and even with botches, there was still execution.
Yeah.
B plus for me. It was good. It was real good. Just what was it, like the first minute of the match, first couple of minutes, Ricochet does a shooting star press.
Why not?
Well, until I saw Ricochet, there was something flying through the air.
Mm-hmm.
The other person who didn't shine as nearly as much as everyone else was EC3.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, he had his good spots, but he didn't do anything high flying. Like Ricochet obviously is going to do the high flying stuff in it. Lars Sullivan looked really good in it. Killian Dane.
They showed some of their stamina with Sullivan.
Killian Dane is so underrated on that roster.
I think they realize
the more they show him in spots where he's not part of Sanity, where he's on his own, he just looks so good. He shines every time. War Games, shined. This pay-per-view, shined every time. He just does great when the big matches come for him. And that's a good thing. Velveteen Dream, hands down, probably had the best outfit all weekend. His pants were awesome.
He's always going to have that.
Oh, I know. And that's the best part, is they're making him like a modern-day Rick Rude, which is great.
Because he could take that to the next level.
Oh, yeah. He's got so much charisma.
It's great.
It's great. It really is. So
I'm happy. Adam Cole won.
Adam Cole won, yes. I think TakeOver I went full 5 for 5.
Yeah, I think I was 4 for 5.
Yeah. Well, that's because we all had that one spot where we're all like, oh, this person's winning in the ladder. I think we all had a different pick for the ladder match, I thought.
You were the only one with Cole.
Yeah.
I forgot who I said.
You went with EC3 with me.
Did I say EC3?
You both went EC3. Yeah.
Well,
so I figured he'd be the new guy. He's a little bit...
Yeah, well, that was the cool thing about the ladder match. Honestly, I could have seen anyone winning.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Dane, because Dan is still with Sanity.
But that was the thing. Everyone looked in the match. Dane's not going to win, but he looked at one point where you were like, "Wow, he may actually win this." Everyone had a chance to shine and look like, "Wow, holy shit, this person may win. Holy shit, this person may win." So it was good. And the two ladder spots where Dane and Sullivan put people through ladders. Oh, that looked painful.
Sullivan's looked a little bit more comfortable.
Oh yeah, well Dane's
what
more.
was the other one where EC3 was laying under the ladder for the Vader bomb?
Yeah, and he got crushed with Adam Cole on top of Killian Dane. I was like, oh god. And welcome to NXT. You're dead. So, yeah. Next match, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
1,000 times better than the first match.
Definitely better than the first match.
Their first takeover match was probably, at best, a D.
C-. I think. The only thing I didn't like was, like, how long it took for things to come about. Like, 5 minutes of Shayna or Ember being in an armbar and then rolling her up to win. That was bad. Really bad. Granted, that's the only critique I have of this match that they had, was that it took forever for Ember Moon to pass out from a choke.
That alone brought my grade for this match from a B to a B-.
Yeah. No, because it was still a solid match. It was
was.
still a pretty, really good match between the two. Shayna Baszler gets better and better every time she's in that ring with someone. Ember Moon's good. We know she's good. And her being on the main roster now is expected and deserved.
Yeah.
So, it works. But, like I said, the only critique I had was how long it took for Ember Moon to pass out. There was 2 instances when she was in that chokehold.
Before she got out of it is when she should have actually passed out.
Yeah. But, you know, whatever. I think they were just filling up time because I believe TakeOver went longer than it normally does.
It usually seems to be.
I think it was 2 hours, but I think it was more than 2 hours.
Yeah,
this time.
they're usually
it definitely went longer.
They usually go like 10, 15 minutes over the time limit.
Yeah. Well, this one felt a lot longer. Well, granted, the ladder match felt like almost an hour on its own. Moon and Baszler was like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, they got a decent amount of time.
No, that's what I like about NXT. Every match has a decent amount of time to let a story be told and let things go and organically grow. Nothing's like on the main roster. Nothing. But no, I liked the match. I thought it was a B-.
What you got, Miss Rudy?
B- also. Ember Moon took way too long to pass out. Even when she passed out, and then she like wakes up, she's all like fighting, and then she just, and that's it.
See, if they had her as losing at that point, and then she does that, but she still lost, that would have been okay.
The ref didn't even like.
I feel like
her
instead
arm.
of
She
her
just,
like dying and then coming back and then dying out and then coming back, I feel like she should have died out, and if she was gonna come back, like seriously, like flailing, like trying to get out as best she can, doing one last ditch, and then finally just limp.
Yeah.
And done. And it should have been called there, not have her do it 3 times. That was just bad. But the match itself, good. The match itself, all in all, was good. Very good. Next match. The tag titles and Dusty Rhodes Classic.
title.
With the big shock.
Well, we'll get to that at the end of talking about it.
Well, the shock value is kind of what brought my grade up for this match.
Yeah.
A lot of people think this match was I thought it was a good match, all in all.
Other than the confusion at the beginning where they
the
forgot that
confusion
they were in a tag match.
Yeah. For the first like 5.5 minutes, it was just straight chaos.
Might have been a little bit longer than the photo.
Yeah, probably like 10.
And then
But
AOP
still.
was just like,
Oh yeah, we're in a tag match.
100 points to Kyle O'Reilly for taking so many bumps.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly really shined in this match, and I figured that's what they were going to do because
Like I said in the
knew
middle-
Cole was going to be.
I said to you right in the middle of the match, watching Kyle O'Reilly, I'm like, if you ever see WWE Power Rankings, they listed NXT stars there. This match alone just probably blew Kyle O'Reilly up 25 spots.
And falls out of the ring.
You have stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Well, his facial expressions are always good.
When he gets hit, his eyes
actions
just
are always
widen.
good. He knows what he's doing. His strikes are lethal. Kyle O'Reilly, like if you watch him in Ring of Honor, now it was the time where they finally like let him be him inside a WWE ring
Dude's a ninja, man.
and let him do stuff that was like really like it was him. It wasn't like watered down. It wasn't like kind of condensed a little bit because he's in tag matches with Fish all the time. So you know he kind of has to condense it a little. But this time he got a chance to actually shine and be. You know what? I'm a player in this.
Show what he
you know.
could do.
Exactly. He looked like the Ring of Honor Kyle O'Reilly, and I liked that. And I thought this match was a B, a solid B.
See, I gave it a B+. There wasn't too many miscues. The biggest miscue was putting Cole through the table, but they played it off very well.
They did. It was the perfect playoff. It was, Adam Cole almost escaped because he's that kind of like chicken shit heel where it's like, oh, he could have snuck out somehow.
With the amount of meat that was in there wasn't too many.
No, AOP
openings.
looked good.
They were
done and strong, great as always. Kyle O'Reilly, great, and the match itself ends with the shocker.
I give it an A. Honestly.
All right, fair.
Number
I
one,
thought they were good.
the storytelling with it.
Kyle O'Reilly actually won this for me. I was actually very impressed by the end of it that he was fighting all these guys by himself.
Mm-hmm.
It shows how durable he is, how much of a beating he can take, and how much of an offense he can give.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with him.
Yeah, this wasn't my highest rated match of the night, but it
Not
was
mine.
my favorite match of the night.
It was a favorite. Not my favorite, but it was a definite
It
close.
was my favorite.
Close one. It was tied for second with another match of mine. But no, this was a really good match, and Undisputed Era wins.
They got the
Thanks
titles.
to the big shock of Roderick Strong finally turning heel. Pete Dunne hits the bitter end on Kyle O'Reilly. 1, 2, Strong kicks him in the back of the head. End of Heartache. 1, 2, 3. After he put Kyle O'Reilly on top of him.
Perfect.
Thank God.
Perfect.
Roddy is so awkward as a face, or was awkward as a face in NXT so far. Him as a heel is so much better. And it works because he's with his friends in Undisputed Era. They're all friends from Ring of Honor. So it works, and it's great, and I can't wait to see what they do with him now.
You could kind of see it coming too.
Well, it was finally one of those things where everyone's like, when is he going to turn?
Well,
I think it had to do with Bobby Fish's injury.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
probably would.
Definitely because of Fish's injury. I see that being part of it. Do you think it's maybe a work that Fish really isn't that injured? That they did it just so they can turn this angle? Because I could see it being one of those things where they sell it. I mean, I do think Fish is probably hurt. I think they're playing it a little more severe than it actually is, just so this works out a little better. It could work, but either way, great turn, great moment, great.
AOP got the call up on Monday night.
AOP ends up on Raw, which they deserve.
Ember Moon ends up on Raw.
Yep. So yeah, that was.
They seem to want to be pushing Lacey Evans a little bit more, which is good.
She looked good in her
Pretty
match
much
with Kairi
put Moon
Sane.
up. And
Kairi Sane. Shayna Baszler's now running NXT.
With AOP up there, there's another big group in town. The War Raiders.
Okay, yeah, I don't like the name change. I think they should just kept them as War Machine.
I give it
but I do,
a month and the crowd just yelling War Machine.
Yeah.
War Machine.
I do
They're gonna
love
get rid of
what
War
they
Raiders.
did, though. They did look good in their attack. So I like that. And they let them do their stuff.
Well, everyone just likes seeing Tino Savicelli, you know.
Well, everyone died. It wasn't just him.
No.
Your boy Otis died, too.
He did. I also like Riddick Moss.
Okay, I'm right here, Keith.
I'm indifferent. I don't mind Riddick Moss. Like, I don't hate him, but he's not someone where I'm like, wow. You know, he's kind of...
Yeah. We're getting off track.
We're
What?
not. We're talking about everything that
It's
happened.
NXT.
It's NXT.
I know.
The call-ups.
I know.
Rudy doesn't want to talk about NXT anymore. He wants
No,
to go
why
to
not?
WrestleMania. Rudy doesn't care about NXT.
I mean, he sucked. NXT was fantastic.
But anyway, whatever.
Wait
Make
till we
Rudy
get
happy.
to
We'll
it.
move
Wait till
on.
we get-
So we're going to go to the next match. Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT Championship.
Nice pronunciation.
Thank you. I work in the kitchen. I know a little bit of Spanish.
B.
Really? I thought this was a solid B plus A minus.
Well,
'Cause
watching
I
it,
thought it
everything
was
you saw
good.
Almas do was literally everything we saw Almas do versus Gargano.
Well, yeah, and, you know, but still, the storytelling in this match worked. Vega coming into it and interfering time after time, and that costing him was a good story. And granted, he's probably going to get called... Actually, no, I don't think he's going to get called up yet, because I think since Galloway's coming back soon, they're going to have a match at Brooklyn, and then Andrade goes up.
Yeah.
This is what I'm thinking is going to happen. Because on the pre-show, Drew Galloway did say, I'm coming for Almas whether he has the title or not. So, fair enough. We get a good feud. But anyway, no, I thought the match was good. I thought it had everything that needed to be in the match. It's not as good as Gargano versus Almost. That's
No, it's
not
not.
going to happen. But, you know, this match was a really good match, and it was what it was. Andrade had his nice title run, which no one thought he was going to get anyway, but he did have a very nice title run. And now Black is the champion. Everyone saw that coming, or for the most part. It was going to happen at some point, but, you know, now we get Black as the champion. We're going to get
still
some new
undefeated.
feuds, and Black's still undefeated.
So it's who's coming up next
To take
on Black?
Black. That is very true. But no, I liked the match. I thought it was a good match.
Ric Flair, like daughter, like. Oh, sorry.
And then moving on, the
What was Rudy's grade on that match?
Yeah, what was your grade, Rudy?
Hey,
A?
hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
then-
It's also because I'm biased. I like Aleister Black. He's my favorite on the roster. So
Fair. Fair.
seeing him overcome all that shit
And
and win
then
the title,
get it, yeah. Fair. Fair.
So,
Yeah. All
that
right.
was good.
So for me, it's now moving on to Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa
This was my pick for match of the night.
in a very hellacious match between the two of them.
Very painful.
Very painful. There were lots of times in that match where I said, ow, ow, and I'm even hurt.
I felt like a slight tingling sensation in this area by the end of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Just right here.
I felt
In
it
the
in my
knee.
knee. I felt it in my knee at the end of the
But
match.
everywhere. Everywhere.
Neck.
You felt it everywhere.
Neck.
They're going to be too
Shoulders.
This is
They are
legit.
hurt.
This is legit, like the final scene of like a fucking like movie, like a
Like a
dramatic
fight
like
scene,
wrestling
yeah.
movie, and even the finish, the whole ending was like just before the end credits. You know, like it was like the happy ending and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he had been avenged. It was
But
good
not-
storytelling.
But no, exactly, and that's what I really liked about this. They took storytelling in this match like we haven't seen in WWE before for a whole match.
And when was the last time you saw?
Like the last time we saw storytelling kind of like this one, years ago,
Zayn
very
Owens?
long time ago.
Zayn and Owens, because
That's what they're trying to do with it.
But this had very good storytelling. This had almost like New Japan. Like I know you guys don't watch New Japan, but this is what New Japan matches are like. They have they go back and they have stories and they bring you back down memory lane, and you know they really bring out the memories throughout the match, and that's what it was. And I enjoyed it a lot, and I thought this was match of the night because of that.
It was.
I gave it an A
Also gave it an A.
because of the storytelling.
I know this isn't a real ranking, but if I could, I'd give it a fucking S.
For super.
Well, it is.
For
Yeah.
spectacular.
This is like,
Yeah, for spectacular.
you'd put that up there with Taker and Michaels.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it like, maybe not, but if you were to ask me like
Taker Michaels
roughly
is an
top
S.
20 like best matches.
No, that was one of the best WWE matches, at least in the past 15 years. At least
Yeah. Okay.
in the
yeah.
past 15 years.
But NXT's been putting out
But
one of
NXT
those
puts a
matches
lot
like
of those.
every pay-per-view.
Yeah, but the only match close to NXT that I've seen in the past like 5 takeovers, I'll say the past 5 takeovers. The only match close to this
Gargano
one
Almas.
is Gargano Almas. Exactly. All the other matches are great. Shinsuke and Sami Zayn are up there with these matches, I think. There's a lot of matches that are great in NXT. NXT, like I said,
Dunn versus
NXT,
Bate.
Dunn vs. Bate, another one. I don't think NXT has put on a takeover in total lower than a B.
No.
Lower than a B. A B is a bad takeover for takeover, and that's tough.
The last takeover probably would have been pretty close, but there was a. So that one or was it 2 takeovers ago?
Well, the last one, the only bad match was Baszler versus
Yeah.
Moon. Every other match was amazing. I think we gave an A to every match but that one.
What was the one that had Sullivan versus Cassius Ohno?
It was 2.
2
of them. And that takeover wasn't bad. It was just
it was
it
still
was just solid. It was just solid.
Yeah.
They had a lot of yay and a lot of eh. Not even
Was that
bad.
the
It was just eh.
last Asuka Moon one?
No, Asuka's been up for a couple.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
right, because she got hurt. That's a couple takeovers.
Yeah, no, I can't remember who Moon faced on that one, but
What card that was?
either or, that was 2 takeovers ago. That was probably the lowest, one of the lower ones. Maybe the England one they did. I wasn't the biggest fan of that one, but anyway, TakeOver, great show. Fantastic. Now on to Mania, which we had the pre-show where we had Cedric Alexander beat Mustafa Ali. I heard great match. I saw highlights. I unfortunately was at work, could not see it. But Rudy, you wanna?
All right, so this was a match that actually did tell a pretty good story too, because these are two like best friends, two good friends fighting for the same cause. You had Cedric telling Mustafa, you know, where's your soul? Fight your soul. And then you have Mustafa like, where's your heart, Cedric? Just going back and forth. And the bumps that they took, like, I'm sorry, I love Mustafa's finisher. Like, I thought it was over there, and then Cedric kicked out and did the lumbar check. And he didn't, Mustafa didn't bounce this time. He didn't really sell it like that. He looked like he was in a lot of pain. But the crowd was loving it. Like, usually when it's like a 205 Live cruiserweight match, for a lot of times, not a lot of
The
people,
crowd's
like,
definitely not in it.
they're not all in it. They were sold on this.
I
They
mean,
were
lately they've been getting back into it though.
like,
I feel like they don't push it on Raw as much, which is good. I feel like 205 Live should be their own thing, but every now and then should come in and
yeah.
do stuff. But
This match was definitely like a solid B, like B plus.
all right, sweet.
I didn't watch it. I can't really give it a grade.
Yeah, I can't give it a grade. I saw highlights. I thought it was great. I can
Busy
give
all
it,
week. I will go back and watch
I will
it.
at some point watch it, but I unfortunately
Was
worked.
there a second? What was the second pre-show match?
There's three. There was
Three.
the Women's Battle Royal, which Naomi won,
yeah.
and you
Andre
know,
the Giant
we were
Battle.
all expecting someone else, but you know, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't really know why.
I'm indifferent to it. I really don't care. It's okay.
I think the next match was the Andre the
And
Giant.
then the other one was Andre
No,
the
no,
Giant, which Woken Matt Hardy won. The
What
big
the
shocker.
hell of Bray Wyatt.
That was a big shocker, though. I was
And
not
and
seeing
and they
Bray
hugged it
Wyatt.
out. They hugged it out. They hugged it out.
You're right.
Could have seen.
Okay,
was
it's
one
not
of
the
the
biggest
people I
shocker
brought
because it
up,
was someone I sat there. I was like, you know what, Matt probably could win, or whatever.
Kinda
But
knew
I
it wasn't
thought, you know
gonna
what,
be-
it's not going to be Matt because I feel like they're going to give it to someone else.
But you kind of knew it wasn't going to be Mojo or Baron because they won the last two in a row.
Yeah,
So, you know, I kind of figure...
It would have needed to be someone new
yeah, exactly. So
or someone returning.
I'm okay with Matt winning because that builds him up more
Yeah.
on his
I'm
own.
gonna have to watch. Were there any NXT people in it?
A couple. The women's had a lot of NXT
Women's
people.
did. I don't
They had
know.
Bianca Belair, Peyton Royce,
Okay.
Kari Sane.
Okay.
Who else they had? Some Brazilian chick. I can't remember
Oh,
who she is.
there's-
Oh, they had
Greg
the
Khali's-
Indian chick.
And the Indian
Greg
woman.
Khali's
Yes.
student...
Yeah.
She was in the Mae Young
She was in
Classic.
the Mae Young Classic.
She told him before the show, I think no bump tonight. No bump.
Well, she didn't win, so obviously she took a bump.
Uh,
But no, they had it, and they had it where the NXT girls all got together and were taking out women from the main roster. They all worked as a unit at one point.
But
which
Bianca
was,
Belair was whipping people with her hair.
which, whatever, that's fine.
That- There's eventually going to be a moment in time where someone cuts that off her.
Probably. I
Or
can see
takes her by it and swings her Cesaro style, and she rips off of her.
that. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So was there any NXT people in the men's?
I can't. I don't know off the top of my head. I didn't get to watch
I
it.
honestly don't think there was. Because
Maybe
I remember
not.
someone making a comment like, there's no one from NXT here.
Maybe.
So,
That's fine.
And most of the roster just beat up anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
you guys want to be now? More Hope Battle Royal?
No thanks, we're dead. Anyway, so now we go to the main roster, or the main card, where we have the triple threat for the IC title starting off. Seth Rollins with a really cool entrance. I mean, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but that White Walker, whatever it's called, entrance, that was pretty cool for him. He looked pretty cool.
Kind of defeats
And-
the purpose of burn it down when White Walkers are associated with snow.
Yes, that's true, but you know, it is what it is.
WWE logic.
It was still a cool concept. I gave this match an A. I thought this match was great. Everything going on. Not like an A, but like an A minus.
It's a B
I
plus
thought it
in
was
my
good.
book.
It was good. It was probably one of the better matches of the night.
It was.
all
After
around.
that, I was actually excited for most of the night.
Yeah, that was a good opener. It started, and Seth won.
Congratulations.
None of us picked Seth.
Nope.
I also didn't realize that would make him a grand champion, which might have changed my prediction.
Well, I knew it was going to make him a grand champion. I thought they would just do it at a later time. I didn't think they were going to do it at Mania.
No,
'Cause I
now
thought
it's
they were
like the
gonna do
year
something
of
big.
grand
Now,
champions.
all the members
yeah.
of the Shield have held all.
Yeah,
all
and
the
Seth
titles.
was the last one to get it,
Yep.
which is
But
weird.
he's
And
like the
Dean was
best.
Dean was the first one to get it. Roman's in the middle.
Ugh.
So yeah, but no, I liked
This
this
is
match.
hard.
I thought it was a really good match.
I give it an A. I thought it was well done. The finish was great.
This
I'm
was
so,
definitely
I'm
top
so
three.
sorry. I'm so glad they gave him back the curb stomp.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Definitely.
I didn't like the curb stomp onto
Balor onto
Balor
Miz.
onto Miz
Or
that
vice
completely
versa,
knocked
whatever.
him out. I'm like,
I thought it was great.
I don't think that was that bad of a thing. I mean, it was kind of weird, but I don't think it was anything worth like really docking them a grade.
no, I didn't dock him a grade for it.
It was more just like,
Like that knocked him out.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway, no, I thought it was a great match. I thought it was probably easily in the top 3 matches of the night. Moving on, we have one streak ending, which shocked all of us.
I'm okay with the streak ending. I'm not okay with how weak they made Asuka look in comparison to Charlotte in the match. I just felt she could have looked more like the dominant Asuka at least.
I mean, they both did damage to each other. It was a great woman's. I thought it was a good match, all around. Could Asuka look stronger? Yes, but I think both the movesets they put into that match and the things they did in that match, like Asuka suplexing her to the outside, the fact they did a Spanish fly, that was pretty cool. Because how many times do we see a Spanish fly in a women's match? Never. How many times does someone attempt it? Never. That was cool. I thought that was a cool segment between the two of them. I think they have great chemistry together. I think they're definitely going to put on some more matches.
If they have another match after this,
I think Asuka takes it.
it will be a good match.
Yeah,
I think
I thought it was a good match. I thought it was
Give
a
it a
B.
B minus. I do feel like they can put on an
And
almost A-worthy match.
I think they can put on an A. They easily can put on an A.
I think those two combined could put up a fight to Bailey Sasha.
Oh yeah, easily. Rudy's crying.
Rudy didn't want the streak to end.
No.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I see why they did it though, because if we're gonna veer off of that and see what happened on SmackDown,
it
though,
would get stale to keep her streak going. But yeah,
no,
with
but I
Carmella
think
with Money
the way
in the
that
Bank.
they played out on SmackDown, I see why they did what they did, because it took the iconic duo debuting to take out Charlotte, and viciously too, by the way. That was very vicious.
But I still feel like at that point they could have kept Asuka in that same situation because she has passed bad blood with the iconic duo.
Yes, I do
And then
see
just
that,
going
but-
out there
but
and just be
how
like,
are you
hey,
gonna-
we're here too.
How are you going to end the... But how would you end that WrestleMania match then? Just them interfering and Carmella cashing
No,
in?
keeping it like that.
So how does Asuka win but Charlotte keeps the title?
Oh no, Charlotte would keep the title. The iconic duo beats up Asuka.
But then Carmella cashes in and the streak ends.
Yeah. I'm fine with the streak ending.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
don't they
Carmella
wanted to
cashing
do
in
it.
to ruin the streak would have been better because that gives her something more.
It gives
Gives
her
her a little
heat.
bit more
I
heat.
think it gives her heat. Because the crowd was cheering when she cashed in and she took the title, so... although, granted, I feel like they're happy every time someone cashes in. Because they're like, yeah!
But we can pretty much guarantee you the next. What's the next paper you're gonna have? Backlash. It's probably gonna be like Carmella versus Charlotte versus Asuka.
We do have the Superstar Shakeup next week. So yeah. Whatever.
B minus, Rudy. F.
That'll be...
Just because the streak ended.
No. B minus.
Because the match itself was pretty
I give
decent.
it, I give
For
it,
a woman's... It was definitely better than the other women's match.
I still would have had
It was-
Asuka beat her.
I mean,
and
I don't have
cash
the
in,
order
Asuka
of
still
matches
beat her.
now, but we're just
We're
gonna
just gonna-
jump them in. So now I'm just gonna go into it. Nia versus Alexa. We all knew Nia was gonna win. But that match was not nearly as good as Asuka Charlotte. It wasn't even close. Knew it was going to be something where, Nia tries to decimate and Alexa tries to be that, sneaky, conniving heel, getting out of it, or whatever. But we knew Nia was going to get that feel-good moment where she wins and she's now the champ.
After killing Mickey James.
Yeah, she absolutely killed Mickey James. Mickey
Okay.
James died. So yeah, that match I gave it like a C-.
I'm there with you too.
It's just whatever. It was predictable. You knew it was going to happen.
I gave it a C minus.
I don't think I've ever given a grade above a C plus to a Nia match in general.
She's not normal.
Because she's not in that type of Nia's not that type of wrestler to get a match. It would really have to be like something really super going on in that match to get a B. She's close on some of them. It's like a C plus B minus maybe, like B minus at best. But that's a lot of women's matches now. I don't see many women's matches getting good grades. So, they're better than they were match wise. But between the storytelling and them trying to do too much and getting botches, it doesn't help. So, sorry. So, we'll move on from that. And we have the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, by the way. Yes. Happy Rusev Day,
Happy
everybody.
Rusev Day.
I
wasn't happy.
Jinder Mahal wins the title? It was one of those things where I kind of saw it coming, but I was kind of like,
But you didn't want to.
Do it.
You didn't want to see it come in. You didn't.
Did they want to put the title on him for when they go for the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yeah, of course.
Well, he's facing Randy Orton. And here, I'm going to say this. With the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia,
That's a pretty cool card they got going on.
it is a cool card, but here's what's going to happen. All the crowd favorites are going to go over. It's going to be a night where a lot of the crowd favorites are going to go over because it's this one-time event. They haven't really wrestled here that often. It's for a big deal. Crowd favorites are going over. It's a big deal where they're going there to make people happy. So, some of these title wins, I don't think is going to be... They just want to... Jinder is going to beat Orton at that show.
Did you see they took Rusev out of that casket match already?
Yeah.
For Jericho.
Yeah, why did they take Rusev out?
Probably because...
The only thing I can think of, and there's two things.
Well, I know one thing you're going to say. This is Visa, right?
It's either a Visa thing, or they just decided, you know what, we're going to throw Jericho in there, because if we put Rusev in there, they're going to think we're burying him for real.
Yeah, because he's so over right now.
He is, and I don't think they want to bury him, because then that's kind of a significant...
Because putting him against
he's
Undertaker
buried.
is essentially like pulling the trigger on it. Like, this is who we want you to cheer for. We know you are going to cheer for Undertaker.
Well, yeah.
There is no Rusev Day in Saudi Arabia.
There is no way they can get around having Rusev bury Taker.
No.
No.
Although it would be
It's not
fucking phenomenal for his career. But no.
No, but think about it, though. You really think Rusev could bury Taker?
Oh, back in the
As
90s, you could bury Taker because he lost most.
He lost all of those, yeah, I know. But no, that's not going to happen. I would say he's injured, but I don't think he's injured.
No,
he's not.
They haven't announced
I think they
anything
just
about
saw
him.
Jericho wanted a match, and it's like...
Well, Jericho was in the Rumble at first. He was in the 50-man Royal Rumble. But then they just switched it at random.
When you realize you could put two of the
Top guys.
5 wrestlers of all time in
a
the
match.
You're going to do it.
Well, yeah. I don't blame them changing it. It's okay. Rusev's probably going to be in that Royal Rumble instead.
Yeah, they probably just went...
Switch. Yeah, exactly. So it's not a big deal.
That U.S. title match, though, was kind of short.
It was very short. It had chaos in it. A lot of guys getting over and doing stuff to make themselves look good. I thought it was a crappy ending. I feel it was a rush ending.
I'm still at like a C rating for this match.
Yeah, it was a C.
Yeah.
It was rushed. It was a rushed match.
I don't know why, but...
Because they want to fit other stuff in.
Oh, yeah, into their 7-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh, that was... I forgot
That's
how
a lot of
Mania
wrestling.
was. If you are never prepared to watch Mania, you're in for a long night.
Bring a pillow And a blanket. And hot chocolate.
Work an 11-hour day and then decide to try to watch that.
Work a lot. Try and watch it.
I can't do it. I can't do it no more.
I skipped matches just to
Oh.
watch the main event.
You have to though, like especially
No.
if you are working,
Yeah.
you gotta.
So, next match to move on to, or any of the next matches to move on to, the Raw Tag Team titles.
Wait. I know which match actually came next, unless you want to talk about this one now.
I mean, we kind of skipped over matches anyway, but yeah, we can talk about that match. Go ahead. What match?
What's it called? The
Said you knew.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, Ronda Rousey.
Because that was actually early in the night. That match.
That was early in the night.
It was
It was alright.
One of the
might
better
be
matches.
one of my
Favorite
top
matches of the
things
night.
from the entire night.
No, I thought this match was good. I enjoyed it.
I went in expecting Ronda.
I enjoyed it not to see Ronda that much. She did a lot.
Yeah.
She looked good in this match. Like,
Wait.
she shocked the fuck out of me.
The move she was able to do, and doing them on someone who's not really that good at taking things.
She's
Making
good at
them look
taking
good.
one thing. DH.
Trips.
Just Triple H make his chest dance.
Yeah, like, when he got in the ring, he's like...
I'm like, what the hell is that?
But still, it was good.
It's like a lava lamp.
Well, you said the watch?
Huh?
What?
Anyway, no, Ronda looked really good. It surprised the hell out of me. I gave this match a B.
Yeah.
I was happy with it. It was exactly what was going
I
to happen.
gave Ronda an A for the night.
Ronda is definitely one of my top
I
performers of the night.
Do you feel like she's probably comfortable in that outfit, but she might change it?
Well, no, she's going to change
Just
it
because of how often...
she had to pick it out of her butt. She had to pick that out of her butt a lot.
Until it didn't knock Rudy's phone off my computer.
Yeah. So, that was good. I enjoyed it. It was exactly what needed to happen. Good.
Rudy? Great.
We're all in peak.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on then we'll do the Raw Tag Team titles and then the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Raw Tag titles was not happy with storyline wise. I thought it was cool, that's a cool moment, but it was kind of stupid. Because the storyline built up the Braun having a partner and all these mystery partner
I wanted that
ideas of
kid
who
to
it
at
was.
least kick one of them in like the shin or something when he got tagged in.
I mean,
Just a
yeah.
little something.
Well, the kid was a referee's
Break up.
son.
Break up a pin.
Yeah.
Break up a pin would have been cool.
If
Just
he came
hit
in
him,
and hit someone,
just
they were
like-
like, "What?"
And then he's
Serious?
just looking at him like... And then Strowman just decimates like Cesaro.
Yeah.
I think that would have been better than just...
Him tagging in, looking at Cesaro, be like, "You're a stupid kid," and then tagging back out. But, whatever. It was a cool moment.
But it was
It was stupid at the same time
Because
the
all it
storyline
did-
built up to nothing.
All it did was kind of slap Sheamus and
Tag
Cesaro in
teams.
the face.
It
Slap
slapped
the
tag team division.
Tag team division. Generally.
Yeah, but it didn't
But
bury
we do
anyone.
get a tournament out of it, don't we?
Well,
Yeah,
they had a
they're-
small tournament. It's Woken Matt, and Brother Bray versus the Revival on Raw, and
Which would be a
whoever
good match.
wins faces the Bar at the Greatest Royal Rumble for the tag titles. So
It would be cool to see Revival go far.
No.
now Matt's over now, so Matt's gonna win that with Bray. They're gonna push that.
Oh, I know. I like stating things that's never going to happen sometimes. You guys know this by now.
Yeah. But anyway, so yep, I gave that a C minus. Nothing special.
Yeah. I'm trying to fight not giving it a D. But I don't think I can.
I'm giving
For the sheer fact that it hurt tag team divisions.
Yeah.
You know, they made a joke of them. D.
F.
It's fair.
For fuck the Revival.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna give it a D. Only because of the sheer fact I feel bad for Cesaro.
And Sheamus.
I feel bad for Sheamus, but I don't at the same time because Sheamus has done a lot in his career. Cesaro just kind of gets fucked over a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Cesaro more than Sheamus, but I do feel bad for Sheamus as well. So we'll go on to the SmackDown tag titles. This was another match I felt was very rushed.
But it was pretty fun.
Super rushed.
It was
fun,
still fine though. It still had
It was
its
fun.
spots where everyone did a little bit of everything. Bludgeon Brothers won. Was expected
I
to
won
see.
that, by the way. I predicted the.
I think
Bludgeon
overall we all
Brothers.
did pretty bad at Mania.
Yeah, we all did pretty bad at Mania picking. Takeover, I was like, yeah,
I got
5
that
for
one.
5. I'm like, I'm feeling good at Mania now. And then
You
all of a
guys
sudden,
said
the
the
first
Usos.
4
Said
matches,
us.
and I was like,
You guys said the Usos. I was like, I think the Bludgeon Brothers are
Bludgeon-
going to take it.
no, I took New Day. We all had a different pick.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I took New Day, he took Usos, and you took Bludgeon Brothers. But yeah, no, I gave that match a C, only because it was
A
too
C's
rushed.
fair. A
It was
C's
rushed.
fair.
That was the only reason. Like, if they gave him more time to let him actually establish something.
It was a good rush, though.
No,
That's
it
why I
wasn't
gave it a
terrible.
C.
I
Yeah.
thought it was fine
there
for
with
what
you
it
with a
was.
C.
I just wish they
That's
had
why
a
I
little
gave
more
it a C,
time.
because it was at least good. It wasn't like, and it's I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Bludgeon Brothers. So it was cool to see.
No,
them
I like the
destroy
Bludgeon Brothers. I'm glad they won.
Again, I will say it every week. They just need to get rid of the rubber hammers.
Those things could hurt somebody though.
Yes.
Those are not light.
They might be.
Yeah.
They just drop them and they go boop 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 boop.
Yeah, well, they're probably like rubber, but they're probably like you could probably like crack a skull if they swung it hard enough. Like those things are not.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Those aren't. They're not like.
I'm sure I
Party
can crack
City.
your skull with a stale baguette.
Yeah, but well, they're not like Party City novelty hammers. They're at least like.
If I spin that hard enough, I might be able to.
Yeah.
It's
One of those
getting hit
little
by
like
a rubber bullet.
Walmart Thor hammers.
No, I'm pretty sure they're more than that. Like they're definitely not.
Alright, we're gonna talk about going off on tangents. We're talking about fucking hammers, guys.
Man, fucking Todd.
Yeah, for real. Todd. Alright, so let's move on.
Who the fuck is Todd?
We'll tell you when you're older.
I'll just whisper it to you. We call it the hammer.
Yes.
Ah,
It's like 9.5.
And he's like 5'4".
was not prepared for that.
Alright, so moving on. Next match that we can talk about.
Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Right, that's okay.
Yeah, that was exactly where I was gonna go.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
The boos were real.
I was a little disappointed by this because not only did we wait 3 years for Daniel Bryan to be able to come back into the ring,
You
they had to
predicted
fuck
it.
us, and I said
predicted
it. They're gonna take him out and prolong him being in that match.
Predictable WWE.
And that's also around the time where it was like 5 hours for the show.
Yeah.
And the crowd was starting to die
That's
out.
like the one match everyone's like, oh my god, well at least this is gonna be good. And then
They're
they
sick of
do
the seats
that.
like.
And then D-Bry got taken out. It was like, yep, fuck this. We don't care. They had to sit through 10 minutes of Shane McMahon getting his ass kicked and trying to fight off Kevin and Sammy. I am surprised by it, though, by the ending.
Yeah, they.
That Owens and Zayn did lose, but I mean, I kind of saw it because of the fact they didn't want, you know,
Yeah, I won
Daniel Bryan to lose his first match back.
that. I'll put that prediction too.
And if
But,
there's still another brand they can sign with.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called
So-
TNA.
That shocked the hell out of me that Kurt said that.
TNA. I, know
I heard
TNA.
TNA's hiring. I literally turned and was
No,
like,
they didn't.
what? What is this world coming to?
Imagine all of a sudden you just hear they both sign there.
And they're miserable for the rest of their career.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
They better not go in the Ring of Honor if that's
Like they secretly did buy the rights to
DNA.
TNA and sent them there.
It'd be pretty crazy.
And then they're like, wow, I guess we made a show worse than the original 205 Live.
Meanwhile, Jeff Jarrett's like,
I told you guys this was a bad idea.
I told you.
Did you not see how bad it was?
You know. I told you.
So that match, I gave it a C plus. That was it.
C plus.
Only a C
Yeah,
plus
that's
because Daniel Bryan
Daniel Bryan was the
coming
plus.
back was great.
Daniel
and
Bryan
he
brought it
looked
from a
good.
C to a C plus,
Yes.
and
Other
he
than
looked
that,
healthy.
I didn't care. And he didn't die. He didn't have a seizure. He's fine.
He avoided us hitting his head.
Yes. That's all I.
Yeah,
C
no,
plus.
He's still good.
Because the match was kind of shit until D-Bry got in it.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
And it's not a knock on Kevin and Sammy. It's just they had to deal with Shane, who
Yeah.
you could tell was in pain because he kept grabbing his stomach
Yeah.
where he had the hernia. So you could tell he wasn't 100% healthy.
No, but props to him for sticking.
I mean, yeah, I give him props because he fucking
He did
stuck
that.
it out. But
That drop kick from the other rope.
yeah, and you could tell after he hit it, he was like, "Oh, why did I do that?"
I just pooped my pants.
Yes.
So we're running out of time on this.
We're gonna move
on a little
We only got
quicker
two more
now.
matches.
No.
Yeah.
We still
WWE, Universal, what else?
what's it called? Well, no, it's just
Yeah. You think we'll go on to...
Alright, well, the WWE title match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The dream match that everyone had been looking forward to. That
Give
didn't
me a B.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't live up. I feel like they kept playing it up, but they really didn't have a story behind it. It's more just, oh, they're going to fight each other.
Yeah, they more or less just put it together and said,
Here you go. We're finally going to give you what you want. And now they're going to be like, oh, see? We gave you what you wanted, and you weren't happy. So they're just going to bitch about that. But, you know, I feel like the match was fine. I feel like it just needed more substance to it. It needed a little more...
yeah, there's nothing really going on. I mean, you had the highlight of the entire thing was Shinsuke's heel turn on the end.
Which I felt was weird, but I get why they did it, because he hasn't really gotten fully over on the main roster yet, but that's not his fault. All of his feuds have been kind of shitty, except for Rusev, but the Rusev feud didn't have anything.
Yeah.
There was no substance to it. It was just, we're just going to fight. It was just stupid. So I like the heel turn. It gives them a little more something to fight for. But yeah, I thought it was an okay match. I wish it was a little more like their Wrestle Kingdom, but it wasn't.
Be in my world.
The two guys, like the same two guys, can only wrestle each other so many times and try to like outdo like last time they do it. So it's rough sometimes.
This is only their second match.
I thought they fought more than.
They fought once in New Japan. That's it.
Oh.
That Wrestle Kingdom was their first match together.
Well,
And usually when they come to a place like WWE, they have to realize that 90% of the people there didn't watch.
Well, not only that, they probably had time constraints and things they got told
probably a
not
little
to
too
do.
short.
Yeah.
B plus
So-
for me.
No, it was still a fine match. It could have been more.
It could have been a lot
Did you
more.
think of the other match yet?
Huh? No, I'm pretty sure that we've narrowed it down.
And
I was under the impression we were missing one.
One match, I didn't even watch it.
The main event.
Yeah.
The
Garbage.
I was
Universal
just too
title
tired
match was
Garbage.
just
To want to see Roman Reigns.
You
It
almost
was
just shouldn't
garbage.
watch it. The only cool part was Roman getting busted the hard way. That's it.
It was awful.
Which then had Lesnar get yelled at in the back by the...
Nope. They got yelled at because Brock went backstage and was pissed at the reaction from the crowd. Because the crowd was not interested at all. Beach balls flying everywhere. Beach ball mania chants. Rusev Day chants. This is boring. This is awful. But you're going to get stuff like that when you sit there and you play up Brock hitting the F5 and the match is done. And yes, I get it. You're going to build that up so that Roman was going to be the guy to kick out of it. But he kicked out of 5.
But still lost.
No, the fact that he kicked out of 5 in the first place was stupid. Because now it just made that move look really dumb. It doesn't look effective now. Or it just is really stupid. It's like, wow, Roman's the only one who can kick out of it? That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. No.
Or whatever. It was stupid. It was the same match. The WrestleMania 30 match was a lot better. And not just because Seth Rollins cashed in and won the title. It was just a better all-around match.
Yeah, because Roman was stronger in that. Roman got
In
more
this one,
offense.
Roman got the shit kicked out of him, hit a couple spears and Superman punches, and then just died. Again. And that was it.
It's like they forgot.
I think what they were trying to do was the Stone Cold Bret Hart thing, where Stone Cold got busted open and trying to show sympathy, but the crowd wasn't having it. They didn't give a fuck. They were so happy he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
And I mean, it shocked the hell out of people that Brock won the match, because everyone thought he was gone. Everyone thought he's losing the title and leaving. And they shocked everyone. They're probably
Vince
sitting
another
there.
one of his little twists.
Vince was sitting there going, "Ha ha, fooled you, motherfuckers." But
More money.
you know, Brock signed on for one more TV appearance and one more appearance. He's going to lose it at that Greatest Royal Rumble. The only good thing is we got Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns right after that. The first feud Roman's going to have with it is with Samoa Joe, and I hope Samoa Joe kicks the fucking shit out of him.
Kills him. Not literally, but kills him.
Joe's gonna kill you.
Joe is going to kill you. But
Yeah.
yes, I was very happy that Joe is back. But that match was
That's
terrible.
awful.
WrestleMania in total, I give it a C.
Yeah.
There were some
That's
highs,
fair.
there were some lows. It was a lot of mediocre.
It was definitely
A lot of
Bottom
mediocre.
half of
in
Manias.
between.
It's definitely in the bottom, like, 12 of the Manias.
Once it's at the very bottom, but it's definitely like.
It's not the worst Mania. It's definitely not the worst Mania I've ever seen. but it was just mediocre. It was just okay.
But
There was a couple shocks, but it was shocks where like you knew they could happen, but you didn't expect.
It was
them to
another
really happen.
Mania where the Raw after was 1,000 times better.
I feel bad though, because Raw got all these call-ups. They got No Way Jose, they got AOP,
Bobby
they
Lashley.
got Ember
Bobby
Moon.
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley returned to WWE, which is awesome, by the way.
Oh, we didn't talk about Cena and Undertaker.
Oh, yeah, because it was a 2-minute squash
Yeah,
match.
Something to talk
exactly.
about.
He was in the stands. He was in the
They played too much into Cena.
There
That was
was an
another
empty
thing I
seat
didn't
in the
like.
front row.
Yeah.
There was
There was no.
I didn't
Did
like
you
the-
see those stars I left?
yes.
Empty seat in the front row, just sitting there. No one. They
No one.
kept showing it.
And all I had to see what
Oh,
Elias slam himself in the ring, and then Undertaker exercised for 2 minutes.
yeah. Well, that's basically what it is.
Outrage.
Anyway,
Why did John Cena?
it just
music
wasn't
play?
good.
He wasn't even there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So but that's how short that match was.
It was a squash match for nothing. It didn't need to happen. I liked the build-up more than I liked the match. The build-up was great.
Yeah.
The match itself was because it didn't do anything. Although I will say, the only good part of it, when Cena hit him with the slam and went for the 5-knuckle shuffle,
he
and
sits
Taker
up,
sat up, and Cena was like, whoa, and fell. That was like perfectly timed, and it was great.
So is that Taker's worst Mania match?
Now he's
No.
no. Have you seen his match with Giant Gonzalez? It's pretty bad.
Have you seen? I guess Giant Gonzalez is just.
He's like Khali, but with less athletic.
He's dead now though.
Yeah, he's dead.
Rest in peace.
But no, like, so we'll move on from that. That was the last Mania. That didn't really need to be talked about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The call-ups, all SmackDown had was the Iconic Duo,
they got Paige's GM,
which
Paige retired on Raw.
Meanwhile, the New Day's looking at Xavier like, better not fuck yourself up.
I guess we're
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
telling
Raw.
you, yeah, New Day's going to Raw. No, but Raw had No Way Jose, Ember Moon, AOP, Lashley, Jeff Hardy came back, and Samoa Joe came back. So they had all of that.
They had all that. SmackDown, I kind of do.
SmackDown had
That's
Paige
it.
announced as a GM. Iconic Duo came in and did their thing, and Carmella cashed in one title, and that was it. Although SmackDown was pretty decent because we did get AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan,
Which
Yeah.
ended.
and then ended with Shinsuke doing his heel thing, which worked to me.
I'm sorry.
I got
don't
scared though
speak
when he
English.
gave. Oh, his promo was great, Renee. Shinsuke, you're being a little whatever. You're not being sympathetic. He's like, I'm sorry. I know speak English.
And walks.
And walked out. Oh my god, I lost it. That was hilarious.
Because that's probably the biggest knock that like any
well,
trashy
remember,
fan has on him.
Well,
Oh,
remember-
why is this pushing this guy? He doesn't speak English.
yeah, but remember what Jinder Mahal did to him, where the whole crowd was like, "That's too far.
Yeah.
That's too far."
That's very true. That
Let's
is
have a
very
shot at him too.
But yes, no.
See,
Superstar Superstar Shakeup is coming next week, so hopefully we're going to see some new faces.
We'll have a
coming
whole
out.
episode to talk about.
Yeah, it'd be great seeing who's going where. Also, in the last moments we have of news, Jerry Lawler had a stroke and partook in WrestleMania weekend after having a stroke. So he had a stroke. It wasn't that severe, but still,
Now I guess he has to pay for all the bills.
he has enough money. He has enough money.
He's a-
But still, he that's pretty. I give him credit to work through a stroke all weekend and all the stuff he had to do. So good for Jerry.
Mhm.
Hopefully, get well soon, buddy.
Well, we thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, and we'll see
Well,
you
how you did?
next time.
And
See you next week.
And before we go, we also just like to wish you a very safe and happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.